I was really hoping this would have been sorted out by now. It's gonna be a depressing one, so let's bring back the little bat for this. If you don't know, Taiga is a femboy VTuber who had his YouTube channel deleted due to false reports. This isn't speculation. The guy who got him wrongfully taken down openly brags about it and continues to threaten him. At least Taiga was able to get his silver play button. Also, yes, that is an IRL picture of him. Settle down. Taiga has since had his Twitter falsely suspended, and the harasser has also threatened several other VTubers including Shy Lily, Fifi, Linachu, and Scoochan. Now that other bigger names were mentioned, more people are willing to talk about this situation, but truth be told, it never should have gone to this point to begin with. Taiga has been tormented by harassers for years. There's a great video by Royalty is Here that goes in depth about the crazy shit Taiga went through. I strongly recommend watching it. Khyo's video was pretty good too. I'll give a short summary, but really you should just go watch it. Heck, just pause this and watch it in another tab. I'll wait. Told you it was crazy. The fact that a vast majority of these allegations against Taiga all stem from a Discord mod who's angry cause his femboy crush didn't like him back is insane to me. And on top of that, there's the rich stalker who he had to get a restraining order on. Like, holy shit. I remember hearing about these allegations months ago and chose not to cover it cause I didn't want to debate someone who could have potentially been groomed. Boy was I wrong. In reality, there was no minor claiming they got groomed. The Angry X mod basically just took a bunch of out of context screenshots and made shit up. Now, I do want to point out that Taiga has done stuff in the past I am critical of, in particularly some of those old art commissions.
Just do it! Just fucking do it! No!
But hear me out. Doing edgy, degenerate content is something other VTubers have done before. Back when Yanners was young, she said some pretty gross lolly jokes and was able to redeem herself. She apologized and moved on. I don't agree with giving people shit for something they said or did years ago that they don't currently align with. Taiga wants to move on too, but isn't being given that chance.
Like, I'm a Shotacon this, or I'm a Lolicon, so I deserve to get banned. I do not consider myself either of those things. I just like cute anime characters.
Also, there's this.
Have you seen this man?
It's the maniac! Take him away! Take him away! Calm down, son. It's just a drawing, not the real thing.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. I don't care that Taiga has a crush on an anime character who is canonically underage.
What Gojo is his name, right? I don't know. I think it's Gojo.
Like, let's be real for a second here. There are so many people who openly have a crush for Misty from Pokemon, who is like 10 in the anime. And don't even get me started on the many fangirls shipping and thirsting over anime boys. People have childhood crushes or headcanons or whatever. As long as you aren't weird about it, I simply do not care. As for the people complaining about his content and model being problematic, short cute adults are a thing that exists. It's called being petite. Oh, and remember that picture at the beginning? Taiga is short and cute in real life. He's built like a twink. Lots of VTubers play into the short, cute aesthetic, and lots of VTubers make lewd jokes. This is especially true for femboy VTubers. Nothing he's doing is that out of the ordinary. Taiga is definitely being unfairly criticized for this. Now, is it true that there are legit issues with lolly and shota culture? Yes. Is it true that Taiga was into that stuff in the past? Also yes. And is it true he has an anime crush on Gojo? That's a yes too. But to try and spin that into making him look like some kind of criminal grooming minors is completely absurd. Alright, let's talk about Nux Taku.
Is this HoloLive?
No, Taiga is an indie streamer who, I don't know the whole story, but Taiga was outed to be a
I don't know the whole story, but
he openly spreaded false allegations to thousands in a video and did not make a proper follow-up addressing that mistake in over 2 years. Taiga did get into contact with him. He took that part out and apologized to Taiga privately, which is good, However, if you are a commentary VTuber, you need to hold yourself accountable when making a mistake like this. To you, this is just some drama video, but there are devastating consequences that come with getting stuff wrong. You need to be honest and make an update correcting the info you got wrong. Also, the way Nux mentioned Taiga on stream and in his podcast were pretty shit. Taiga made a video about it. He's kind of an emotional wreck, but does give a lot of good insight from his perspective. If you want to see a short, concise take on the criticism with the way Nux has handled Taiga's situation, Rev made an excellent video about that. But yeah, it was shit. That's basically what I'm getting at. Good news is Nux has recently made an official apology to Taiga.
And I made a huge up. Without hyperbole, this was the biggest mistake of my career, and I am deeply, deeply sorry for spreading misinformation and for causing any undue hate to be sent Taiga's way. I am sorry for how I handled that. I'm sorry for how I said it. I have tried to do better since then, and I will continue to try to do better in the future.
The video does feel really defensive on Nux's part, but he has mentioned he's looking further into the topic. Sure, it took 2 years, but hey, better late than never. I'm happy to see it. There are real consequences when you spread allegations, and there is a moral obligation to acknowledge when those allegations turn out to be false. Taiga isn't the perfect victim. He has made mistakes. You can still criticize him while admitting that you spreaded lies. Also, Nux isn't the only person who messed up. False ID never made a follow-up after his video, and Marina straight up started a witch hunt against Taiga. The only person I could think of who openly talked about the Taiga allegations being fake at that time was Khyo. Everyone else brushed it under the rug. That is ridiculous. We as a community need to be better. This isn't even the only time something like this has happened. Do any of y'all still remember Aunt Hime? She blocked me after I called her out on lying, harassing, and doxing another VTuber. Guess what? She hid for a few months and came back pretending like nothing happened. Stuff like this is completely unacceptable. We need to stop making excuses for this bullshit and call it out when it happens. Taiga has been isolated. He's been struggling, especially now that his YouTube and Twitter are gone. He can't promote himself. There was a very real possibility that Taiga would quit. After what he's been through, I'd completely understand, which is such a shame because he clearly has a passion for VTubing and is a surprisingly talented singer.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars.
You want to know something really ironic? I did not start this as a Taiga fan. I only started watching him within the last few weeks while doing research for this video. In fact, the first time I ever heard of Taiga was from Marina's Twitter thread. You know, the one accusing him of being a pedo. I'm always really skeptical when it comes to cancel culture, but even me, after seeing those screenshots for the first time, I too was convinced that Taiga was some kind of creep. Sure, some of it may be fake, but I was worried that there may be a bit of truth to it, and that scared me. So I decided to distance myself from Taiga and not get involved. I feel really, really guilty about that. I understand that some people do not like him for the reasons mentioned earlier, but I feel that any VTuber fan with an ounce of empathy can put aside their personal feelings and acknowledge that what happened to him is completely unacceptable. Taiga was groomed, had to deal with a stalker, got hit by false allegations, and is now literally being harassed into quitting. It shouldn't have taken this long for people to start talking about it. He deserves better. Hey Taiga, before I end this, I just wanted to say I think your voice is adorable and I'd like to hear you sing some more. Hoping to see you back soon.
Into my stream and they'd be like, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And then I'd be like, "Why don't you come suck my dick and find out?"